What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Timbo Suga Show podcast. We're live here on a Sunday. Sunday fun day is what I call it. I'm grateful to be here, happy to be here. Throw it over to you, Tim.
Great to see you. They're not having such a good time out there in Florida. The aftermath of Hurricane Milton in Florida has 16 killed and over 2 million people without power, illustrating the severe impact of natural disasters on local communities. So, holy smokes, those guys are going through it down there. That's scary. I wonder how many of these insurance companies, all state insurance, all these places, with all these, I mean, there was hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of yachts that were just tipped over, blown up onto the beach. Do these insurance companies just go under, or what happens with these things?
That's a great question there, Tim Welch.
We have to talk to that mic.
That's not loud enough?
No.
Get a little closer to it, please.
Man.
It's gotta be a fist, man. It's gotta be a fist.
Dude, they just got hit back to back, too. There was this Hurricane Helene, right?
Yep.
Someone said they need to quit naming these bitch-ass fucking names.
An interesting question. I forgot who I heard it from. If you knew today was the last day before you go blind, what would you do? What would you do?
Porn. 24 hours.
What would you do, Jay? Last day, would you look at things just a little different? I mean, what do you do?
Yep, I would do what Sean does.
There's not much to what I mean. You can only do
your favorite movie.
You got to go in nature and mountains and just look at animals and just try to look at everything.
But then the next day comes and then it's like, all right, what was the point of that?
Just remembering. Hopefully it's in your memory, or you just sit in a black room. Just sit in a black room today and just wait for tomorrow.
What's the point of the great memory?
Wait, do you guys ever see the videos where, like, I think Aubrey Marcus does it, where they sit in black for 30 days?
Yeah,
would you guys do that?
Just surfing your phone the whole time?
I would love
no sunlight.
I would love to see who could last the longest in
Probably me.
Shit.
In that dark room.
For real, though.
I wouldn't want to even try.
Well, the Aubrey Marcus thing too. They would just slide a plate under the door every 3 times a day or whatever. You eat your meal, and you know where your sink is, but it's completely black, no sound, no everything.
I don't think I'd thrive.
I mean, I don't think anyone would thrive, but you'd come out of that a little different.
What if it was for cash though, like $1 million cash, 30 days?
Nah.
1 mil?
I'd rather just do it a challenge between us friends. And
so if they said $1 million or just challenge for the friends, you'd say
just challenge for the friends.
Definitely
just
not
do it that way.
The million.
Yeah, I mean, money's not money.
Jim's doing good.
Be a crazy video.
Atlanta's been having a tough day. She woke up, she slept good, she's been spoiled, so her day's been too tough.
What's going on,
Atlanta? Why do you feel the way you feel right now? You feel angry? I think she's getting a little bit taller, a little bit growing pains, because she'll like do this thing where it's like she doesn't know. It's like almost like she can't explain what's going on. I think she's just kind of getting a little bit taller.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true? Do you think you're getting too tall and it's kind of starting to hurt your knees and shit? See?
Definitely could be. Definitely could be.
Did you? So we didn't watch any of the fights last night. I literally watched one. Well, I don't know if you did. I literally watched one fight. It was the last fight of the night, and that fight was a banger. That fight was such a good fight between Brandon Royval and the Tara.
I don't know. Has that Brandon Royval ever been in a boring fight? He always just brings it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He just sends it. Doesn't try to like.
That was badass. That was a badass fight.
Yeah.
Were there any other fights on there that were worth noting? I didn't get to watch those. I literally just randomly popped on the last one.
I missed them too, and could look up the results real quick.
God. Holy shit.
Whoa, finally he found
the
a good
main character of the movie.
Now, where did you get those sweats?
Young LA.
Young LA, baby.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dude, those are kind of tight.
I'm pretty sure they're mediums too.
Yeah, they're medium. Weird.
Damn.
I'm from Holland.
What up, Brendan?
What up, Brandon? How good to see you, brother.
Drinking a little purple drink?
What energy drink?
Schmitt, we were just talking about life, man. What do you think? What do you think?
Schmitt was also saying he thinks he could last longer in the wilderness than me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 3 days. What if we did
I don't think you'd last for more than a couple hours. I don't think I would either.
I would last longer than you two. I truly believe.
makes
In
you
my
think
heart,
that?
I truly believe that.
You ever seen Ben Stiller in Tropic Thunder? I come out with a panda hat.
Well, what makes you think you could last longer than anybody. Like you have zero skills.
Yeah, no. I just feel like I could. I feel like you'd get bored, get sick of it. You'd figure.
I promise you, and I guarantee on anything ever in the last, we'll say year that I've been outside, probably triple the amount you have.
I would probably agree with that.
So what do you think? I'd get bored?
Probably because
I could build a fucking treehouse.
I probably just have more, I guess, camping experience and just.
Bro, you literally, dude, you are the most outside person I've ever met.
I don't even think he can fish, and he's telling me he's a fisherman.
Oh, Schmitty, you should hear Schmitty. He should write a fisherman book. He's
Really?
fished so much in his life. Trout, brook trout.
It's hard for me to take what you take serious because you also thought Schmitty could raise a fucking puppy because you had no idea what it was like to raise a puppy because Mariah did.
I can raise a puppy. I needed to have more time for the
No,
puppy.
okay, well then for you to even say that. A bunch of warlikes in here.
Is there any way we could set that up to where we
What?
can see who lasts 3 days in the wilderness?
I
I've
think if
watched
we
enough
actually-
Survivor to know what to do.
See,
man.
you might have you might be.
I know exactly which berries I could eat.
I just know
The blueberries from Sprouts.
We'd be a day in, and Tim would be like, "All right, let's leave and act like I'm still here."
Schmitty would, without 6 hours without weed, he'd go put himself in a ditch and just
Schmidt
accept
couldn't
death.
go without weed. That's
accept
fair.
death.
Then that's when you'd see me like a Survivor when I pull out the bag of weed like a hidden immunity idol, and I'm like, "They didn't think I'd survive, baby."
He'd be sweating, no shirt on, just in a ditch, crying.
Yeah.
Fucking, fuck. It's way harder than I thought
I
after
think
6
you'd
hours.
be surprised, and that's where I think then the defeat sets in. Once radio gets back to Tim, hey, Schmidt's doing pretty good. The panic sets. in
Radio
Tim.
gets.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh.
I think we would all fucking fail
Tim's
miserably.
all trying to Snapchat and shit.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm
phones.
saying who would last the longest? Could someone last an hour longer than the other person? Like the
Schmitty
3
has-
days?
There's a bell. We all get a little bell. You ding that bell, you're over.
Schmitty could. I mean,
Oh, no weed. You're
the thing
fucked.
is, none of us could. None of us would be able to eat.
No,
None of us are hunting. None of us are catching an animal. None of us are doing that. Schmitty has enough fat to last for 3 years.
Nope.
That's what I was
That's.
thinking.
I was saying that we do it by a river. That way, at least we can. If we
How are you gonna make a fishing pole?
let,
you bring one?
You guess what? No, you're gonna find out.
He says, "Watch me."
Tune in.
With a stick. I don't know where he's gonna find the string at.
What about a worm?
I don't know where he's going to the hook.
Yeah.
That's where he's thinking all wrong. See,
I
no
think
Boy
I think
Scouts.
the amount of weight cuts we went through, we could. When you go through a weight cut, you go somewhere where you just have to accept that it's gonna be. It's like I think you've done it a lot too, but it's been a while since you've
Yeah.
done one.
Yeah.
You build up a certain resilience to just the accepting misery. That when was the last time you did that?
You see a dead bird and you run the other way.
I'm
So
not
the
claiming
fact,
to. I'm not claiming to hunt. I'm telling you right now, I can't hunt. I could not get any animal.
But you see a dead bird. Do you see that as fuel, or do you be like, "Ew, I'm not touching"?
How are we
that."
gonna make a fire?
you don't know how to make a fire.
With
now I'm lasting longer than you for sure.
Nothing you can make a fire.
No
I
way.
can make a fire.
No way.
These guys forget I was in Boy Scouts.
When are you guys gonna do this? You should just put it
No,
to
let's
I'm not
test,
claiming to
right?
win.
I'm down to go to we can go in the wilderness or whatever, and I'm down to bet a series. Will we bet those brows? How long will it take you to make a fire
It's
with
not
nothing?
a bet. It's a video content, and it's who lasts the longest, Timothy Welch.
Dude, once it
No,
comes
start a
nighttime-
fire though. You can do it easy.
Yes.
Once it comes nighttime and it's dark out, I'm gonna get a little fucking scared.
It's pretty
Oh,
silly.
yeah, we all are.
Like,
I feel like I'm the only one saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna succeed." You guys are saying, "Oh, dude, I would fucking have a match. I'd be run a kingdom out there. I'd
No,
get
no.
a fucking monkey pregnant. We'd have babies, and it would be my fucking servant."
Do you guys know how to put up a tent?
Nope.
I do.
You don't get to bring a tent.
Yeah, you don't get a tent. Though.
Oh, really?
You have
don't
to
get a
do
tent.
Do you go by yourself for
Yeah.
the event? Because okay, I was gonna say if I have a group of people, well, I can't kill you guys,
Well,
but
we can't win
That's
if we're all.
that's what it's gonna
the same
do. Just
team.
eat cannibalism.
Yeah, or just have my little slave.
The thing, the
Yes,
difference,
jokes.
the difference
Jokes.
between doing it for fun and doing it for real, like, well, if you fucking have to survive, is a lot different than knowing, like, all right, this is a challenge.
yeah, that's why
Is
I
it
think
though between us? Like you got to live with it forever. Like
I'm
it's
saying,
us three.
I feel like if I had to somehow kill, if I had an opportunity to kill,
money.
I could. But if it was just for, I would. There's 0%. I couldn't kill a chicken if we're all just fucking around.
That's-
If I was starving and I had to figure something out, I could.
If it was a competition
That-
and there was a chicken there and you're trying to last.
nah, I couldn't kill a chicken for
I
competition.
think if we somehow got a network
do
to
it.
get behind it and the winner got some money, I think that'd be good.
a network get behind it. Let me make some calls.
There we go.
Schmitty's done in 6
I thought, wait,
hours.
Schmitty, I thought you were done trying to be famous.
6 hours. He is.
You guys that wanted me on the pod. Showed up, baby. Here I am.
No, I'm not saying
You called my name. Here I am, baby.
You did
What's
say
your
some good
Rasta
stuff
name?
though. You did say.
What's your new name?
Schmitt.
My name is Schmitt. What about Schmitteka?
You did say some good stuff yesterday about how that little glimpse of fame, you didn't like it and you want to go a different direction. What's that direction?
Well, I think the point of life
Changed
is
again?
I think the point of life is, dude, I want to make sure that I'm making enough money to sustain a healthy life to where I'm having my family and friends, and then I can eat right and just focus on being healthy.
So, but previously you wanted to make millions. Now what do you like? What's your
I
goal?
still want to make millions. That'd be lit.
But
I would rather have way more money than fame now. I think before it's like, dude, you're trying to impress people. I don't know. But then like,
now you got a girl too. That changes things.
Well, no, it's just kind of like, man.
Well, I mean, because before you have a girl, it's like you want to get famous because then chicks like that. You kind of start thinking, but now you have a girl, you're like, okay, fuck that. I don't really need that.
I know,
right?
It's just
or no?
like, yeah, and then you're just like, man, what really matters? What really matters in this one life we get? And peace matters.
Weed.
Eating healthy. If you smoke weed to help you manage things, I'm not gonna judge you.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Yeah,
you couldn't judge someone for smoking weed.
But yeah, I think if you just have enough money to sustain a good, healthy life, I think that, and if you're surrounded by family and friends, you're lucky. Not everyone has that.
Yeah.
Some people are alone, but some people like being alone.
So you're voting for Kamala? No, I'm kidding. I read a comment on YouTube talking about we need to shut the fuck up when it comes to politics, and I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But it is fun to always talk about Kamala.
How much money to make you guys wear white dudes for Harris t-shirts?
White dudes for hair.
Sean thought about standing up and doing a Kamala chant at dinner last night.
I thought it'd be fire. We were at a Mexican restaurant. I feel like we could have really got some good support behind it. Kamala. I thought, you know what? I wonder what people would do.
This was something that Jordan Peterson said. People will live a better life if you act as if God is real. Even if you don't believe in God, will your life be better if you act as if he's real? What do you think, Brendan?
Interesting.
Dude, I honestly, because coming down here, like before I came down here, I wasn't as spiritual as I am now. But I do think that it's important to like think of someone bigger than yourself. I think people get too caught up in their own egos. Oh.
What do you think about that, Red Hawk?
The kid crying?
No, the God statement.
Okay. I know that. I didn't hear it. Say it one more time. They get too caught up in their egos.
Yeah, people get caught up too much in their ego, so it's nice to like just know that something out there is greater than yourself. Mm-hmm. And also, I mean, you don't need God necessarily to be a good person, but I think that just like the morals and the teachings of the faith is, beneficial towards people's behaviors.
Gives you a good roadmap. Dylan had an interesting whatever
take on it.
Yeah, take on it. Say, what if you put the same type of people on an island, whatever, 20 people, and then the same type of people on another island, and one are living by God's rules in the Bible, and the other aren't. They're just kind of freestyling it. Who's gonna have a more?
There will be no gays on one island. I'll tell you that much.
Well, also, here's the question: if you knew there wasn't a God, Tim, would you still be a good person or a bad person?
Dumb question.
I mean, it's just.
But I feel like you already
Sean would be
live
a
with
bad
good
person.
morals without thinking of that.
But I was raised that very religious with those morals, so that could have been a reason.
If this guy knew 100% there wasn't a God, he's a sick fuck.
Dude, I don't even know how. I feel like that's such a dumb question.
I think I'd be a bad guy.
Would you?
I
Do
tell
you
my girl
really?
all the time, I'm like, hey, babe, if Mad Max shit happens, just know that I'm going to teach our kids to be raiders and, like, all these terrible things you see in the Mad Max movies. Like, I'm teaching our kids how to do that.
Why would you choose to do fucked up things?
Who do you
though?
think's always the powerful person in those movies, bro? It's not the good guy.
What kind of bad stuff would you do?
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Dude, I'm
pushing
taking
old
over
lady?
land. I'm like, you're either with me or against me.
You'd rape?
I gotta spread my seat. Genghis Khan did. You think Genghis Khan was just like, oh wait, I gotta be politically correct here?
Yeah, I gotta be good. I gotta make sure this girl likes it.
Have Genghis Khan's blood in them. That's that OG shit. You want to talk about Tate level shit? Look at Genghis Khan.
But we're talking about the world going to shit. We're talking about there not being
That's
a
what
god.
it's gonna be like, bro. It's
But
gonna
why
be
would
back
you
to those
why would you
days.
start doing fucked up stuff because you didn't think there was a god? I don't necessarily think there's a god, and I don't feel like I'm a bad person. I wouldn't choose to do bad things. If you do bad, you feel bad. Why would you want to? I feel like I'm for the most part a good person. Why? But I don't necessarily think there's a god.
Yeah, true. I've tried to be funny, but the guilt
I appreciate
aspect,
that.
the guilt aspect would get
Schmidt's
you.
like, no.
No, honestly, if I feel like I'd still be the same person.
That's what I'm
like-
saying. I feel like it'd be a.
But no, there's Dylans out there, Sean. There's Dylans out there who
That
are
fill up
complete
their-
fucking
no, jokes.
psychopaths, and he already.
But he
was t-
contains it.
He yeah.
He contains
Until
it.
he
hopefully.
doesn't.
But
I mean, we could be psychos too, but we contain it.
he was saying that if he knew for a fact there wasn't a god, he'd go fucking crazy, and that scares me.
In what way? Killing?
Killing people,
See, that's
slaughtering.
scary.
Yeah. He said he would just go kill anyone he'd see for fun, and that's what scares the fuck
He
out
said
of
if someone just pissed him off or he saw an old fart in line, he's like, I'll just kill this guy.
me. That's crazy. Because yeah,
Fuck.
I think it's a good question. I think because I believe that religion.
guess,
I think
Guide you.
I think it's pretty true.
You think people would act bad as fuck if they just knew there wasn't a god and they could just get away with shit?
Not
What you need to do right away is take out the little guys, because the little guys, the short man complex. Now there's no rules, and I might create a following.
True.
Yeah, watch out.
You could probably create a following with right now.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Okay, how about this one? Listen to the. Will you let Brendan listen to this one? Schmidt, you listen to it on the confidential. Is that Roadcaster on?
It should be.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah, it
connected. Here we go.
My definition of true includes for everyone, everywhere, always.
Yes.
And if it's not true for everyone, everywhere, always, then it's not necessarily true.
Well, we
It's
can't
true
even,
for you for now.
Whoa. It's not
Right on.
necessarily true always for everyone all the time. Is it
You're right, I
necessarily true?
No, exactly. Everyone, everywhere, always.
Everyone,
How many things that you believe are for everyone, everywhere, always?
Yeah.
A lot.
That's fucking
It is too deep. Sorry, switch the subject.
Sorry, Tim.
Did you jack off this morning, Schmidt?
I did. I'm good to go.
This morning? Dude, I've been good at not jaying.
We could tell.
You still didn't.
I didn't.
Fuck.
I haven't been. I've been good.
Is it painful?
I just feel like if you just get over the other side of that fucking need to do it, it feels good.
Or just, I mean,
But
switching
sometimes
your,
it feels good.
switching your fucking thoughts a little bit. It is.
It's a skill to be able to.
But then when
switch
you just
yourself.
release the demons,
That feels good too.
oh fuck, and then you're just like, all right, I'm good. I feel great.
I'm reading this.
Is it
what?
painful after surgery though? Is
No,
like
hell
that?
no, dude. I'm fucking 900%
about the
better
North
than I
Carolina
was. No, I'm reading this Kobe Bryant book right now. Brandon got me. And it's fucking good. It talks a lot about greatness, what it takes to achieve greatness, mindfulness, how he's. I feel like a bunch of stuff that he's talking about in the book. I've been learning throughout my career too. Listening to your body. He refers to listening to your body in many different ways. Warming up, how important it is to warm up, where your mindset's at pre-game. Does he listen to his body? Does he need to stretch more? Does he need to meditate? Does he need to get a harder warm up this game? And he refers to meditation a lot, and I think those go hand in hand. It's like to be able to meditate is to be able to listen to your body more. But it's cool listening or reading that from Kobe.
Does he talk about what his like practice was, or
His like meditation practice, not necessarily, or at least not where I've gotten to in the book, but he refers to meditating.
but that is good.
There was a Buddhist that passed away while he was in his little thing.
In his meditation.
Yeah, imagine that. And I'm pretty sure they have his body in like a glass case thing. Like all mummified looking.
There was this thing. Someone actually sent it to me, and they're like, "This would be a good pod topic." And I was like, "What the fuck?" I randomly looked at it, and I don't really look at shit. It was two people dreaming. They were able to synchronize their dreams, and they were able to have the same dream or dream together. I know. Oh, right here, actually. What the fuck? That was crazy. I found that again. REM space, a Silicon Valley startup, made history by enabling communication between two people in a lucid dream. On September 24th, 2024, participants used specialized equipment to exchange a message while asleep. The experiment used advanced brainwave sensors to track the dream communication process. Participants successfully sent and received a word using REM space custom dream language. What the fuck, dude? That is like what?
Yeah, it is.
Now what?
But those Tesla bots, they showed the Tesla bots, and how long did it take for the iPhone 1 to become the iPhone 10, and how many steps up was that?
Well, did they release
just
one
like
every
Schmitt
year?
was saying, was it every year? Was it just once a year for the iPhone?
Yeah,
It's been, but I don't know in the beginning if it was the same. I gotta check.
I know it's been a long time, but
That
it
means
felt like
that
it was.
would means it'd be 16 years ago the iPhone 1.
Yeah.
Let's see, let me Google it.
And I remember when I had the shuffle stick, when it didn't have a screen or anything, it was just a white stick. And then all my buddies started getting the iPads that you would spin around with your thumb. Then the iPhone came.
iPod shuffles.
Yeah.
What about the oh no man,
MP3?
Walkmans? Those are fire.
I had the MP3, 23 songs, mostly Green Day.
Did you ever have a
Simple Plan.
skipless CD player?
No, I was
I
a
did.
skipper. Always a fucking skipper.
You were a
And
skipper?
I was
I had
like
the
jealous of those
skipless.
little rich
Yeah.
white boys like you.
Well, it's called chores.
Yeah, fucking right, bud.
I took the garbage down a few times.
Yeah.
Do you think AI will get to the point where it predicts things?
I mean, what kinds of things?
Maybe war, maybe natural disasters, things like that.
Natural disasters, yeah, we could already. I mean, they could already pretty much predict.
What if
that.
it predicts like some pretty precise shit?
Like what?
I don't think so.
Like weather?
Weather moments, like exactly what happens. I was telling you with fights, which you seem to don't think it can happen, but I don't know. A lot of people it was funny because people were coming to me at the gym talking to me about
They
it.
think that's gonna
Well, some didn't. Some were like, "Oh no, you're crazy, man," thinking that. Like, but I don't know, dude. This AI, the amount of information the computer's able to collect.
I just don't think unless
Fights are tough.
fights are tough. You don't know if that guy ate something bad the night before.
Just
You don't know
sports in
what
general.
injuries he's dealing with. You don't know what's going on, and it's just centimeters changes a fight.
All
So
the
it's like-
influences too that happen after the predictions made. Like if the AI was making these predictions, you wouldn't be able to release it to the public because then the fighters could hear about it. That'd change stuff. Like
Well, I think you could release it if an AI predicts it. It's not like it's gonna be true, or it could be, but it's not like I
and
wouldn't.
then it starts being very accurate all the time. It's like, that would ruin everything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That when it starts
Sports
predicting a
betting
lot
would
of
be
things
fucked,
like that, well, I think it would be more like I was thinking. I'm like, okay, maybe you're right, Tim. Maybe it would be something more like natural disasters or war. I could see it being predicting war type shit. Maybe the AI is in a agenda. You know,
It depends who's like politics too,
Right?
right? Which I know a lot.
These
about.
bots, though, at what point? Okay, so they're $30,000, and he said soon they'll be able to do a lot of your household chores.
What does that mean? Laundry, dishes.
Yeah,
What
dude,
if it
did
has
you
a
see the-
it gets wet from the
you
dishes?
see the side by
It
side.
probably will at first, but when we get to the Tesla
wait for
Bot
a few
15,
years.
Tesla Bot, and then it's like, okay, you can do this little upgrade. It's $2,000 a month,
It
and it
tracks
turns
you.
into a 5-star Michelin chef, and it does your dishes, and it serves you this food anytime you want.
Oh, I would buy the fuck. I'd
You
have
guys need to
3 of them.
watch every single movie that's science fiction that Elon Musk likes. Watch it because that motherfucker is a science fiction nerd, dude. iRobot, like he's like copying all his designs off that fucking movie.
I saw that.
Like y'all need to watch
story you
these science
posted.
fiction movies. Be like, that's gonna happen in the future. If you go back and watch 2001: A Space Odyssey, they had the iPad. It's not the iPad yet, but they have that fucking thing in that movie, bro.
Jesus.
I think it fucks up relationships. I think there's gonna be because there's gonna be a lot of people that like open relationships, and when you like open relationships, it causes arguments, right? So if I have 8 robots in all different ethnicities that are just robots and they're not arguing with each other,
And they're sexy,
yeah, that's gonna fuck people up.
To be fair.
and it'll make being a single man or even a single woman a lot easier. You have someone to eat with, you have someone to cook for you, you have someone to do your laundry, you have someone to do all your simple chores around the house.
Makes you, especially when it starts making you laugh. When the AI robot does shit that makes you laugh or cry or
Bonks
feel.
its head and Schmitty's going.
Or it can,
Oh, champ.
No. Have you seen that movie Her?
Huh?
Have you seen that movie Her?
Her?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's your
Too deep.
and it's your designated driver, so it can bring you to the bar, it can bring you home.
Well, that one
drop you off,
Tesla
bring you
cab
home.
doesn't even have a driver. You don't even need the designated driver. You have the Tesla cab.
Man, that bot is gonna fucking change. It can be if that bot can be a ranch hand, it can throw hay to your horses, throw hay to your cows.
Farmers probably wouldn't like that. Those girls, they like doing that shit.
I told Tim, I go,
I mean, once you get to where you have a ton of cattle or like 5 cows or 5 horses, you don't like picking up 5 horse shit. If you have a robot to do it, you can do
Well, look at you. You're an American who has his own business. You're running your own business. How much would it cost to employ an employee? If you're saying it costs $30,000, boom, this robot already made its money, because then
in 1 year.
Yeah, and if plus you make that robot your assistant, you have all these members you're making sure they need to pay. That robot's just gonna probably be able to look at them and not even have
But
to
you
talk
forget
to
to
them.
charge your robot, and then your robot's dead
No.
that morning, and then you're like,
You got extra battery.
It'll probably even know Sean hasn't rolled in 374 days.
hey,
You know what I mean?
surgery.
Well, and he'll just have to look at you.
It takes your job, Schmitty.
Oh,
It's a
facts.
barista.
It's gonna take everyone who makes 30,000 or like 40,000 a year doing something. That robot's taking your job.
If that thing can come in and just clean the mats to perfection, clean the bathrooms, it's like, and he just does
And
that.
fast.
And fast.
It's like,
And doesn't give you attitude. Huh?
No attitude. No.
but
hey,
it doesn't
I want
bring
raise.
the, but it doesn't bring the Schmitty vibes.
Oh,
Which
I-
50% of the time is fire. The other 50 is suicide boys.
I'd say 70%.
I told Tim this
I know.
better be a fucking tall robot, otherwise it ain't getting the angles I can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it ain't clean
that,
the top shelf.
that robot's going to have that camera clean, not smudgy.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone, they're either mad I'm getting their ass beat, or they punch the camera for fun.
But dude, for restaurants, I mean McDonald's, Burger King, where they've got these employees that don't give a fuck about the job, they just don't show up because they don't feel like it that day. It's gonna take over majority of restaurant jobs.
Customer service is dead in America, dude. When people walk in, when you're working, if I'm working at Applebee's and I see a family of 5 come in, I'm going, oh fuck, and that's everywhere.
That's not always. Remember,
You're
that's
gonna
not
have
always.
that old John who's been in the company at McDonald's for 35 years and he's almost retired and he's just the soldier.
But how many people are going to be so thankful that a job and robot came and took their job because they ended up being something just absolutely
Boom.
successful?
Exactly.
And they're like, I just owe my life to this fucking robot.
Yep. Because
And they go cross-eyed.
I'm able to achieve my goals and dreams.
And now you're a TikTok
Facts.
star.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this episode is brought to you by Ketone IQ. The ketones might help you stay more alert and focused during grappling sessions, since jiu-jitsu requires you to be thinking, unlike weight training, where it's mostly repetitive movements. And if you want to have some good sleep at night, so try yourself a Ketone IQ. They're good for afternoon workouts.
It's 4 p.m. You need to focus up. You've had a long day. Your mind's kind of all over the place. You're a little tired. A little Ketone IQ. Just the right amount. A little bit of energy to get that brain working. Bop, bop, bop. Jiu-jitsu. Racquetball. Pickleball. Reading a book.
Yep.
Playing Call of Duty. Anything that's going to spark that neuro fucking stuff in your mind to get you going.
It does. It tastes a little bitter, but it seriously works. If you're wanting a gaming session and you really want to get after it, give it a
I
shot.
feel like
Ketone IQ, get the brain pumping a bit.
I don't mind the taste. It's not like, it's not a freaking fruit punch.
Or a Frosty.
It's not a Frosty, but it does what it needs to do. It gets the job done.
It does. Suck it down and feel alert.
Slurp, slurp.
Thank you very much, Ketone IQ. So check out the link in the bio and try them for yourself, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Will you please not make a TikTok? Don't post anything. Load up 10 dances that are going viral, dances, and fucking hit that shit. You'll go viral, promise.
We were working on it in the garage in the mirror, huh, Schmitt?
The dances?
Yeah.
Some different dances we were thinking about doing for the talent show.
Dude, if Schmitty committed to finding 10 dances like the hot chicks are doing, shirt off, I'm telling you, bro, you will go viral. But you don't want to be
He's
famous
over
anymore.
that. He's over that.
That's
this
fire.
morning I was
I-
thinking Nookie for my talent show song.
Don't tell everyone. It can be a surprise.
The thing is, you're not going to do it, so you might as well tell us.
We'll see.
We're gonna. I
Tune
mean,
in.
we'll probably do the first talent show at your joint, and then maybe.
All right.
Maybe
I
a
mean, I'm
year.
down. I got talents to show, man.
Guess what I was talking to Tim about that Brendan's obsessed with right now?
Do you want me to actually guess or you going to tell me?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay, then why would you
In
say
fact,
guess?
And Sean O'Malley, I'm going to let Brendan tell you.
Okay.
Brendan, tell him about the new AI thing you've been doing with all our podcasts.
Oh yeah, there's this thing called Google's Notebook LM, and it's like a deep dive conversation. And what you do is you can put any PDF you want. You could even put your own prompts in there, upload it to the AI, and then these like a male AI, female AI voice, they will do a simulated podcast. I did one that took like 6 minutes to generate and create it, and it was like a 17-minute podcast.
And it's of your old content.
Yeah, I actually did it on my What the X channel, and I had put in, and then I did a review one, and then the AI was talking about what I talked about and like why I talked about it. It was crazy.
That's weird.
Remember the one that you did for our last pod before Sean's fight?
Yeah, I did one at UFC Noche, and then it talked about Schmitt and
you
stuff.
put the URL of your pod in it.
Yes, sir.
And it built it.
And Notebook LM's free too. You just go into Google and put. I mean, I guess we're already feeding Google all of our information anyways. So I mean, I don't know. There's ethical stuff too, I guess.
That's fucking nuts.
But dude, it made me think. I go, Brendan, should we be having a separate little content channel for a pod of a review of our pod for each pod?
I mean, you get it. Someone's gonna do it. You
Yeah.
gotta just get ahead of the curve.
Because it's funny. Like, you guys should do it for your just last, like for this pod or the last pod with somebody.
And it's
just,
fucking entertaining.
and it's telling the people what that pod's about.
Does it sound like us?
No, it's two
Oh.
other people talking about you and what you talked about. And then you're sitting there going, it's crazy.
Well, that actually is pretty wild.
That's fucking
I'll
cool.
do one for you. I'll do one on this podcast. And I'll put the URL for it, and I'll feed it to Notebook LM, and then it'll talk all about it.
Fire.
It'd be crazy.
I actually don't really know if I want to know what they say about me.
Yeah, it's not gonna catch on right now because I've even had reviews like, "Bro, what the fuck is this?" and like freaking people out. But the generations of younger kids that are more like used to that and are more native to
You know,
it, it'll catch on.
You guys watched the first Mendez thing, but you didn't watch the second one, right?
We watched up to 4 episodes where it started getting into the trial and then talking about everything that happened.
Okay, so the next one's just one long documentary about the brothers. Dude, it is fucking disturbing.
And you're trusting the brothers still that their
Yep.
dad was butt fucking them.
Butt fucking him, making him swallow his loads.
I don't know, man. I'm still up in the air.
Those
about it.
guys could be psychotic, but they could also be telling the truth. I guess you just never know.
But the reason that the whole case got brought up again and all this stuff got brought up again is because TikTok. Because a bunch of TikTokers started looking into the case and started making videos and started getting repopularizing it. Is that a word? It is now. And that's why it got brought back up into the public.
And like imagine that the dad who died, if he just didn't do that.
I know.
And now he has to
Crazy.
like I mean I guess it doesn't fucking matter, but still like
Yeah, it probably
Dude,
doesn't feel
in
anyway.
the beginning of those episodes when they show how the brothers could have truly had been, it's kind of like, oh,
just little psychotics.
fuck, dude.
But what builds those psychotic? Is it literally a wires fucked up in their brain, or did they get created by this monster?
That's what that show's.
Bro,
so good
we
at
know
doing.
there's monsters out there.
yes.
That's why.
And that's imagine a monster raising two little fox turn into monsters.
this is the season 2 for that show. The season 3 is going to be about Ed Gein. That's the guy who inspired the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. So they're going to dive into what drove him to be that way. That series is it's weird because it's normalizing. Because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, if his dad was really doing all this shit, it's like, is that why you blow them away violently with shotguns? And your mom, who didn't really even do anything to you, and you shot her 6 times with a shotgun. That's not
But they
normal.
were saying her mom was allowing that.
And she knew
Yeah,
what was going
she was
on.
saying-
And
But is it normal still? Is it normal for us as society? Is like, okay, someone's doing something wrong, blow them away with a shotgun. I don't think that's the answer.
Well, you get raped your whole life. and so
I
you
know.
did.
I would be like, if I was getting raped, I'm lucky. My life's been
I
very.
was always
I'm
thinking
blessed.
like they're so rich. Why didn't they just move? Like just run
Get
away
help.
from their fam.
Tell somebody.
well, I don't
The
think they.
parents are rich, not them.
Yeah, the dad took him out of the will and stuff.
Well, he said they did, but he didn't,
the
obviously.
fact that they went on that spending
No, he
spree
did.
after,
But he didn't.
bro.
When he went in there and grabbed the will and changed it.
I think he pretended to, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was on the will.
They were on the will. They got
both on
that
the
stuff. They were spending money like crazy.
They had a nice letter for after he was dead. He had a letter for him for in case he died, and it was like inspiring.
Oh, really?
Thank you for
Yeah.
letting me get.
No, it was like just stay,
Never
like
mind.
stay working hard, like say all that kind of shit.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but they've been in prison for like 30 plus years. You don't think they would be like, all right, we're in here forever anyway. Fuck it, we'll tell the truth.
I know. Just like take
They
some
seem like
heat off
listening
the
because
parents.
listening to them actually talk and stuff. It's like seems like they kind of found some kind of peace with like. It's I don't know. It's so hard to say.
The show's freaking me out.
Comment your thoughts.
Show's freaking me out because we have empathy. We're having empathy for the like Jeffrey Dahmer. Everyone was like, "Oh, I feel bad for Jeffrey Dahmer," and that's why he's doing all that
Who said
crazy.
that?
People who
real.
watch the fucking monster show.
How about that? How about that book I was letting you read? Hi, babe. That book I was letting you read yesterday with the conflicting points.
That was tripping me out because I read the first one and I was like, that shit slapped. Thank you so much. I haven't had coffee all day.
Because
Look who's here.
it agreed with what your thoughts.
Yeah, and then it said here. Let me see my phone. You don't need that anymore. Thank you. Yeah, that book was tripping me out. What was that one called?
24 Conflicting Ideas by Derek Sievers, How to Live. And it gives you a point on how to live, and then it gives you the opposite point on how to live and makes it seem right. Really good show. I also watched this show on Soft White Underbelly where this guy interviews all these people, crazy people. He interviewed a girl that was at the Diddy party, and she explains everything, how it happened. They were in Florida. They were at the Live Club. Club ends at 3 or 4. They get invited to Diddy's house. And she goes through all the kind of shit that happened and just like...
Was she trustworthy?
She definitely looked like a hooker. She definitely looked like a hooker.
Tell us what she said.
She said there was just some weird shit going on. Mostly everyone was hanging out in the yard until like... I don't know if
the gong went off.
Someone's son came out and gave him some shoes. Once you get a pair of shoes, then you can go in the house. And once you go in the house, and they said just weird. It's just pretty much like an orgy and crazy shit going on, gay shit going on, and just like she felt
Schmitty party right there.
Schmitty Diddy. Oh,
JX is the wild man.
It
We
sounds
saw
like
your
Eyes Wide Shut. Huh?
we saw your scene last night,
What
Jay.
scene?
we did.
That was your scene.
Oh, yeah,
that was some woke ass what.
I love being down there. I was woke when I was down
Dude,
there.
I was high when we went in there, and it was so loud in there, and I was like, I didn't like it.
What was the restaurant
at first.
Huarachis.
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 It was like JX was the fucking man.
Oh, I know, dude. Couldn't fucking walk anywhere without someone coming up to Jay. Going,
Hey, you know Jay?
Going like this.
Fuck yeah, we do.
That dude, that was the best Mexican I've ever had in my life. They make these huge platters. They cook, and that's not even the main restaurant. The main restaurant, Bacanora, has been on like Netflix documentaries, and Jay's friends with the owner and the cook there. So that was one of his other restaurants that we went to, and just huge platters of just homemade beans, ceviche, and just steak and just
Chicken.
Is it considered
honey chicken.
homemade if it's made at a restaurant?
I guess that's a great question.
Restaurant made?
There was a lady back there. just
Comment below.
Chopping.
What
away.
kind?
Well, I think a lot of restaurants they go
I
to
was
the
kidding,
places
homemade.
and then they get the.
I was totally just being devil's advocate.
But I loved how they did like the charcuterie board type theme.
Yes.
I've never been to a Mexican restaurant
That was
like
different.
that. It was
cool.
so cool.
Everything was spicy as fuck. My mouth was on fire.
I loved it.
Us alphas loved it.
Yeah, I love spicy food.
Us alphas went and had a cheeseburger after.
Yes, you did.
I was still hungry. You fuckers were stuffed, and I was fucking still smashing a hamburger cheeseburger.
Yeah, that
Dude,
was-
Tim's
that's
just
true.
handing me one thing after another, and we're making tacos out of everything. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was good.
We got a big football game here today, playing right now. The Ravens versus the Commanders. Bro, you know what's fucking stupid? The Washington Redskins. That's the football team. That's the football team I grew up watching. They weren't my favorite, but that was the Redskins.
Yeah.
And then they changed their name because it was racist.
Yeah.
The Washington Redskins. That was the fucking football team name.
Get
I
ready.
mean, people call me red skin. I am red
They
skin.
call you red hair.
Red skin too.
Oh. But dude, it's like that. Man, I'll never call them the Commanders.
Well, get ready, because if Kamala becomes president, a lot more shit's going to change like that, bud.
Is
Oh,
it really?
God.
I would have 180'd the whole name change, and it would have been the Washington Rednecks, and I changed it to a white guy.
Whoa, that would have been cool.
Hey,
That would've been, I don't know if I would have. Yeah, I wouldn't have liked that.
that.
That would have been cool though. Or the Arizona Mexicans.
For real.
They change them. I don't know.
I ain't touching that.
Or the yellow skins. Who would those be?
Asians
Could be.
or the Simpsons.
I don't know what that
I
one
have to
is.
cut all this out.
No, really?
No.
No, we're all jokes and
Yeah, it's
stuff.
all good. Fine.
I'm fighting Merab versus Sugar 2. It's happening. I'm manifesting it. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I don't know what's going on with Umar and Merab. Umar saying he'll fight. He wants to fight this year. Merab saying he doesn't want to fight this year. So
That's
I'm just
weird
trying to
that
insert
changed
myself.
though. He said he would rematch you in November, but then as soon as that wasn't, he said he.
I'm here for it. Don't rematch and wait. I mean, don't fight him. Wait for me. I'm gonna be ready. March. Let's get it. Let's run it back. Manifesting and putting it out there. That's happening. Sugar versus Merab 2. Oh, I love it. Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be beating him the first time would have been sweet. Would have been crazy. The rocket ship would have been good. But losing supposedly a close fight supposedly. That was, I mean, it was a close fight. They said I got my ass whooped. But it's going to just feel that much better. It's going to be that much better.
It always seems impossible until it's done.
Exactly, man.
Nelson Mandela.
Dude, Sean,
Couldn't have said it better himself.
just like when we first became friends, brother, you were dealing with your injury and you were dealing with that stupid bullshit.
Just read one of
And
those whenever you want.
Okay.
Your mindset was so good with it, man. You had all the good things happening during that time, and you knew how to manage the time. It's happening again.
Yep. A journey of 1,000 miles because of a single step.
Thank you.
Yep.
That is not true.
Yep. Because here we are again.
Exactly. We got.
Yep. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
Yes.
That's so true.
Yes!
I love
Yeah. It always seems impossible until it's done.
Yes. And guess what? This
Bring him in, Tony Robbins. Come on in for the show. How you going, Tony?
Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Fuck that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this episode is brought to you by Aries Tech. Elite athletes across various sports face an unseen opponent, and it's getting real bad, ladies and gentlemen. It really is getting bad with this 5G stuff going around. Electromagnetic frequencies, even Dr. Huberman confirms, keeping the cell phone in one's pocket, it does not matter if it's on Wi-Fi or cellular data, decreases your sperm quality, okay? And lowers testosterone overall. Enter Aries Tech, the NASA-inspired EMF modulation technology, trusted by champions striving for peak performance, exclusive partner to the UFC, WWE, and Canadian basketball. Aries is the secret weapon of stars like RJ Barrett, John Tavares, and NFL legend Tiki Barber to neutralize the negative effects of EMF and optimize their physiology. All the time you're in places with Wi-Fi, your phone's always right by you. I don't recommend you sleep by your phone, but if you do, you need one of these things, and it's pretty simple. You can put one, I have one in my gaming room, I have one next to my bed, I have one on my phone, just to mitigate the EMF exposure. Athletes report an overall boost in cognitive and neurological speed after extensive testing at leading sports performance center. Results showed a remarkable half-second improvement in stimulus recognition and reaction time, a game-changing advantage for elite performers. And they're going to be coming out, and we're going to be doing some testing, hooking it up to see the actual proof of these things. That is Aries Tech, ladies and gentlemen. Check out that link in the description and have a look for yourself. Thank you very much, Aries Tech.
I can't wait for the Sugar Show to come back and remind everybody what the fuck's up. When you got Merab lifeless and you're standing above him, just
The thing is, I know I can wrestle better than that. Rewatching the fight, I stuffed 9 of his 15. 60% of his shots I stuffed. So it wasn't like I couldn't figure out what to do. He got me down a couple times that he was able to lay on me, and but I know I can wrestle better than that. I fought this dude with one hip. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to really fucking do what I know I'm capable of doing. I know I could beat him 100%. I'm very confident in that. And I'm going to do it March 2025.
Let's go.
Yes. I believe
Hit
that,
it.
100%.
Uh-huh.
He always...
Dude, Tim moves into his house in a couple days. I know we've been talking about it each podcast, but it's fucking a dream come true for us. He's going to be our neighbor.
Bro, it really is a fucking dream come true. There's not that many years ago, we were fucking nickeling and diming it at the dumpiest apartment we got available.
Yep.
It's pretty fucking crazy, dude.
Dude, I moved here 10 years ago in April. So I've been here for over 10 years, which is fucking weird. I'm going to be 30 in a couple days. That's weird. I feel like I'm 25.
We've almost been here for 3 years.
That's crazy,
January's
too.
3 years.
Jesus. Christmas is going to be in December.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
Well,
Crazy.
yeah, when one man succeeds, the other one doesn't.
Yep.
I think Tim's going to get tired of us because every time we're over at your house, we're just going to go storm old Red's house while he's fucking chilling. Look at him.
Halloween's coming up, and you know what that means.
Staying away from chocolate and candy. Preach about how they shouldn't feed their kids chocolate and candy. Come on.
The 90s food pyramid that they came out with that's supposed to be just healthy for everyone. It says the number one thing you should be eating, especially feeding your kid at the bottom, just a good base. It's just bread, pasta, and cereal.
Are you serious?
Yep.
What the fuck? I hear Coach bark. That scares me.
For our parents, that's what they looked at.
Damn.
That's what they looked at.
No
what
wonder.
do you feed your kid? Just like bread, give him some Cheez-Its, give him a little cereal, give him a little cornflakes.
When I was growing up,
pasta, they love pasta. It's good for kids. It's like Mariah was telling me about how important the protein is for kids, that their blood sugar, they have all these freakouts and they're just like, so spazzy because their blood sugar's going like this, feeding them fruit snacks or feeding them just crackers or feeding them just shit, no protein, and just going like this. Like,
dude, Elena eats protein bars and beef jerky sticks religiously, and she still has freakouts. I think that's part of being a kid. But I think for most parents don't actually give them kids protein.
yeah, and then Halloween's coming up. It's just going to be so cute.
Oh,
Give the kids the number one thing, I mean, that kills people's heart disease, and everyone's fatter and fuck and just
Not you, man.
no, but everyone is. Majority of people is. You go into somewhere and they're just fat and unhealthy. But Halloween's coming. It's such a cute time. Just give the kids Skittles, rot their teeth.
Nope.
Give
Drives
them
me crazy.
Just let them. It's cute.
I'm handing out the new raspberry Uncrustable.
That's shit. And then you're gonna the next day go, I hate being broke.
What the fuck is wrong with life?
Why is the economy tripled? The Halloween.
Hey, man, I went to Walmart the other day. Got 5 items, $52. Fuck this economy.
What 5?
A bike.
I got
A family pack of Butterfingers?
no, for real
What'd you
though.
get?
A bag of candy at Walmart is $19.99.
The thing is, even if there's a couple,
Why'd you buy that?
We didn't. We looked at it.
even if there's a couple
Holy fuck.
parents listening to this that have kids that aren't super informed of candy and stuff, maybe we could help change,
Yeah.
or at least just help. It's just so bad for kids. God, I feel bad like watching those kids go from house to house, getting a Snickers, eating one, grabbing a Skittles, eating one.
Yep.
We did it. I did it. Fucking, I
didn't.
turned out to be a goddamn.
And
Well, you
now-
didn't, but
Now candy's all themed. There's green Snickers. Everything's different color, different shapes.
which is probably even worse for you.
yeah, because back in the day we just had candy. You know what I mean?
You could. What I mean, what are the options? The kids can still go trick or treat and get all that candy, and then trade it in. You could give them $1 per candy, or
Yeah.
like trade them in something, or have healthy options at home. And like,
I-
like, what do you do with that
No,
candy?
That's
Give-
that's a good idea. You trade it in and they can get a toy. You trade it in for money, and just so they can get rid of that.
But where do
What
you-
if they
where do
did
you
it
do it-
just once a year?
huh?
Once a year. You just let
But
'em
is
go
it really?
crazy.
How many of people are doing it once a year? How many? Just
You guys.
once a year?
No, hell no.
I don't think so,
Let-
dude.
Yeah.
There's healthy candy options out there.
Sprouts
100% that you can do. There's healthy candy options. There's dark chocolate.
Is it?
I'm Team J. on
Dark
this
chocolate
one.
with some organic peanut butter for a Reese's.
If
Why
some
would you-
if some 350-pound person walks into the gas station,
Let's say 296.
no, 350-pound
289.
person, just some fat, and they grab they have Lifesavers, they have a Diet Coke, they have a Butterfinger, and they're clearly probably going to die of heart disease, and they're killing themselves. But
If they're
some
doing it
guy that's
themselves, that's
fucking
fine.
doing heroin, it's like if he's doing more heroin, it's this huge thing. It's
I
like,
think.
oh wow. ugh.
I think if you're doing it to yourself, who cares?
We
I
got
mean,
no
you
sympathy.
shouldn't do it, but kids doing it to kids that don't know.
Yeah.
You're literally that shit is poison, one way or the other. It's not fucking benefiting you. If it's not benefiting you, it's hurting you, and it's not benefiting you. That candy is not good for you.
Knowing Tim, I'm surprised he doesn't have kids drop down and give him 10 push-ups before they take a piece of candy.
I don't even buy. I mean,
I would feel guilty handing out candy. Like I would feel like a
just
shitty
fill
person.
What do you hand out? Avocados?
You don't hand out shit.
You hand out avocados, we egg in your house. That's
Yeah, fuck that kid.
That's DP time.
Avocados are expensive.
Sir,
Pussy.
yes, sir. We had neighbors that handed out water bottles one year when we were kids. We were like, "What the fuck?"
It's Phoenix. Oh, when you were a kid. But Halloween costumes. Do you like when girls dress up or no? Nah, me neither.
Yeah, I got my girl. I'm good with that, man.
Do you?
I like it.
Don't laugh at
You have.
If we had,
You like when girls dress up as sluts,
no, I like just being themed out. Like if we had a
like
costume Halloween
like
party,
a Diddy party costume, Halloween
at
theme,
your bar house,
Grease lightning.
it'd be fun.
It'd be fun.
Diddy themed.
No, that's
You
all
said
white.
yes.
That's all white.
Oh, also that girl that they were interviewing on Soft White Underbelly said they had a bunch of midgets there. Small people.
That's what Freddie
That's what
Mercury-
she said. Small people, but they were dressed as like kids.
You know, Freddie. Oh, that's weird. You know, Freddie Mercury.
She's like, it was fucking weird.
There was parties where Freddie Mercury would do the same thing. I don't know about having dressed up as little kids, but there was midgets that would hand out food at his parties.
That's kind of cool.
That'd be fun.
Small people. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
yes.
That's actually kind of fucked up.
I know. I'm really sorry.
You might as well say the N word.
No. I'm really sorry.
For real.
Midgets.
No.
You think they're make like small robots like that?
I would probably.
Mini robot?
I'd get a medium sized one. I'd get one probably the size
Wouldn't
of
that be
Brandon.
cool to see a bunch of midgets with like signs out?
Size of
and it
Brendan.
says like, "Don't replace us" with the AI robots. little robots.
Don't replace us.
Mini bot?
I'm gonna look up the UFC schedule. See what's next, man.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
We're in the
Oh,
NFL.
Kyler Phillips fights next weekend.
Is that next week?
Robert Font, or
Oh,
as
that's
some
a
call him,
good fight.
Fabrant. Anthony Hernandez versus Michael Pereira is the main event. Charles Jourdain versus Suma Doherihi. Brady Heistan versus Jake Hadley. Darren Elkins versus Daniel Pineda. I just like reading names.
Did you guys talk about Brandon Royval?
Yeah, we did actually. That's a sick fucking fight. That third round, when he's boxing him up, blah, blah, blah. And I thought that Asian kid was done. And he came back, took us back. Fuck, that was a sick fight. Both those guys got some serious heart.
That's what's crazy about you UFC fighters, man. When you're going up
Don't
against
say
this,
us.
when you're
Him.
going up against this,
Don't say me.
He took a donut last night. Like he took a donut, and when you got a guy who's on a hot streak, 16 fights, he's looking sharp. He's looking, and you're this guy. He's like, "Rah, you're not running over me. You're not running over me." That's fucking mental strength.
For sure.
I admire that.
For sure.
It's tough, man.
I was asking Schmitt the other day. He's like, "You broke down, old fuck," and because my back's fucked up. And I was trying to say, I'm like, would you rather just be peaceful all the time, 100%? Your body feels good, or once in a while have injuries but be mentally very strong?
God, both
What do
the
you want?
options are just tough, man.
I don't think. I mean, that option to where everything's good, your just anxiety levels are going to be out of this world.
Maybe
You're just
not.
gonna be built.
Then how is anything all good?
If your
can't
body
be
feels
all-
good?
it can't be all good.
Well, yeah,
You
life
got to have the
throws
opposite.
things.
You got to have the.
Yeah, life.
What did that one rapper say? You can't have joy without pain. I mean, what did he say? It was fire.
You got this. You got this.
What did he say?
Come on,
Come on.
come on, Sugar Shake.
Dig deep
You got
into those
this.
files.
Come on.
Look for the file. Look for the file. He can't find it. Fuck. He's overheating. What if we had a cool little
I'll
Tesla
find
bot just sat with us here?
Hey, what was that one song?
It'd be fire.
We just know us.
It'd be so fire. Please, you guys,
We could. The Timbo
I'm
Sugar
for
Show
the
could
bots.
go on if we all just agreed to not get paid for 2 months.
put it in
Yeah,
put it in the comments if they should get the robot or not, Jobin.
And just has a little wig.
yeah.
We just tell the comments to say like 20 different things.
We just have it look like Garrett.
That would be fire.
The thing is the robot's coming for your guys' jobs. You think
Oh, really?
Robots, you can't teach creativity.
that robot's going to be in this room? You guys have to drive here.
I don't know.
You can't give it aura, bro.
I think you can teach creativity. Bro, but you type something into ChatGPT and you say, become creative with this. It'll make a song. It'll make a song about JX Soto and the product and everything, and it'll rhyme. How creative is that?
It's not.
Dude, when I was on my octave, I could rhyme.
We're going to be all so offended when these robots take our jobs.
I know.
We're going to be pissed.
Hook with me. It's many
But
men.
remember when Naval would say, just when it would replace your job, it opens up other jobs
Yeah.
type shit.
Facts.
Everybody's
That's
like
what I said.
freaking out, nah.
We'll be okay, Jay.
Sunny days wouldn't be special if it wasn't for rain. Joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain. Death gotta be easy because life is hard. It'll leave you physically, mentally, and emotionally scarred. This is from my on
Sugar
the block,
scent.
twisting trees and cigars.
Sugar scent.
You're
That's
telling
what
me
I said.
ChatGPT isn't creative. Yo, it's JX Soto, the editor, the boss. Got the vision so sharp like I'm never at loss. Running 2 lanes, man, I'm doing it right. Clothing company tight, and my edits take flight. From the cuts
Oh,
the cuts in the vids to the threads on the rack, I'm a double threat. Got the whole world on my back. Tailoring the scenes like I'm stitching the seams. Turning passion into business, living out my dreams. I'm the CEO of style, keep the fabric so clean. But behind the screen, I'm editing mean.
This is
Running that hustle, never miss a beat. Every frame, every fit, got the game on repeat. Yo,
Favorite bitches.
JX Soto, remember the name. From the shop to the edits, I'm ahead of the game.
Hey!
Building an empire, it's all my own. Editor, designer, yeah, I wear both thrones.
Damn.
See, and you're telling me you don't have creativity.
Gen 1. This is 2006 iPhone right now.
Make one about Schmitt.
Bro, Kush is going ham.
Yo,
on
Schmitt
that.
about to
Okay.
throw a fit.
No, I will.
Didn't get
I'll-
an invite. He's
Did-
not feeling so tight.
My,
He doesn't
my
know his
braids
left from his right. He shit his tights.
My braids are unbraided. I'm Sugar Sean. I'm faded.
I'm
That's
not
all I
faded.
got.
Actually, I'm with the
You look a
caffeine
little
bit.
faded.
I didn't have caffeine until just now, and I am fucking. I'm geeking, buddy. I'll probably go hit a couple push-ups later.
You're looking jacked. Look at you. Yes.
He's been hitting
Yes.
presses.
Yes.
He's been hitting presses.
Woo!
Don't start jacking off, Schmidt. Okay, here we go. Yo, it's Schmitty on the mic, but don't get it confused. Low emotional IQ. Yeah, I'm always bemused. Can't keep it cool, no stoic in my veins. Every little vibe got me tripping on the pain. I'm a podcaster, though, with the mic in my hand. Talking about life, but don't really understand. Yeah, I'm fumbling. Let me keep going. Yeah, I'm fumbling through it. Shut up. Let me keep going. Yeah, I'm fumbling through it. Oh, where
This
the
is
fuck?
deep. I love
Yeah,
this.
I'm fumbling through it. Emotions on blast. Can't hold it in. Man, my patient never lasts. No, stop. No chill, no calm. I react to it all. Every little thing got me hitting a wall. But still, I keep talking, got stories to tell. Even though my zen, man, it's a fail. Schmitty's on the airwaves, dropping some heat. Low IQ, but I'm keeping it sweet. No stoic vibes, just raw and uncut. Tune in to the show, even though I mess up.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
What did you put in those prompts?
For real.
No stoicism?
No, I just said make a rap about
You did not.
Tim's turn.
I said make a rap about Schmitty who has low emotional intelligence and no stoicism, but also is a podcaster.
Bro, it's funny.
But I don't believe that. I just
I thought it was 100% inaccurate.
This is Gin 1.
I know.
Jim or Gin?
Sean O'Malley. Gin.
Spell that?
Gen.
I thought you said Jen. Jen.
I-I-N, yeah.
J-I-N. Jen.
Sean's gonna in 2 years. I'm calling it. 2
Be UFC
years.
world champion. Triple champ.
Yep, and you're just surrounded by robots.
I have an idea. Actually, not an idea, but I wanted to talk about this. Did you guys see Connor at the BKFC?
Yeah, with Dan Hooker.
That too, but just Connor at BKFC and just talking on the mic, being a promoter, just
Did you hear his voice?
It's pretty badass.
pulling that girl's hair, and then his wife walked in. Did you see that? He pulled it, and then he's like, and then pulled her hair. I was like, this guy's my hero. I don't give a fuck. I love Connor. As an entertainment person, I love Connor. He's the greatest of all time right now, especially because of social media. Like all these other greats before him didn't really have like platforms to go viral constantly every weekend.
Who's an old school person that probably would have went really viral, but it wasn't really
Chael would have been
yet?
even. I mean, Chael kind of was the beginning, but he would have been in a similar boat. I feel like.
Yeah.
Fucking
sure.
Muhammad Ali with all his poems. Mike Tyson.
Anybody in the Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell era? Not really. They're not really big personalities back then.
What about maybe Josh Koscheck? He was
No. Hell no.
I remember he was kind of
What the
like,
fuck?
well, dude, he liked to talk.
He
shit.
was good. I know he was
Yeah,
good, but
and
he just was like,
Kind of, what like?
What if he was
cringy?
crazy?
he wasn't that crazy.
Dude, I
though.
remember
was
he
just
did
like-
this cool video one time with his grandpa next to him in this cool old school car, and they just went cruising. Like, I don't know.
Dude, but Connor versus Dan Hooker. Let's just recap
Yes.
that real quick.
Yeah.
He said February 1st is happening. Who knows if Connor's just like trying to force the UFC into like. No, I don't know if he could force him, but he's just constantly been trying to get a fight. Supposedly, who knows the truth behind it? But that's what he's saying. But Dan, what weight would that be at? 165, 170. Hook. I mean, anybody that fights Connor will say whatever weight.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Let's get it. But
go
that
back-
is not a good fight for Connor, I don't think.
You go back and watch that Dustin Dan Hooker fight, bro.
I know. Dan Hooker's got a chin. He's got heart. He's as tough as it gets. He's very fucking skilled. He's southpaw,
Didn't Dustin
orthodox.
kind of box his ears off?
Yeah, but Dan Hooker's
Dan
still
Hooker,
standing there
dude,
swinging back
they
at him.
boxed
Fuck
each
yeah,
other's
dude.
ears off.
Yeah, dude.
Wasn't it unanimous, Dustin?
Dude,
Yes,
there is
it don't matter.
bro, you could find videos of Hooker piecing
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Poirier
Yeah,
up.
that's what I'm saying.
Dude.
Like when you get in those kind of crazy box exchanges, I don't know if that's Connor's.
Someone like Dan Hooker deserves that fight. And that's just going to be fucking... That
And
fight...
it's new Dan Hooker. Fucking yadded, tatted up.
I feel like
bald
that
brain,
fight-
bullet
Nothing to
blonde.
lose, Dan Hooker.
Yeah.
Michael Chandler and Connor would have been sick, but I feel like it's going to go 2-3 minutes. Someone's getting fucking in like quick. Dan Hooker, I feel like will go a few rounds.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch Connors come back regardless who it is. Dan Hooker wouldn't have been my first option. Second, I probably wouldn't even have thought about that fight. But now that it's like kind of announced, I'm like, ooh,
It's fun.
I like that idea. I like that.
Same.
Bottom right, Tim, on the little microphone.
But what do I ask it? Just like
You can just talk to it. It's connected to Bluetooth right now. It should be.
Oh, you,
Turn up the volume. You might
but
need
Tim
to.
doesn't have an idea of what to ask it right now. Ask it who's gonna win, Connor versus Dan Poirier. Dan Hooker's cousin, Poirier's cousin.
You can debate it on UFC shit.
That's what I'm saying. If it says like, oh, Dustin.
in the UFC right now.
Oh, come
That's what I'm saying, dude. If like AI was like, yeah, Dan Hooker's gonna knock Conor
It
McGregor
sounds
out.
like you're weighing two options. Are you referring to something specific, or just thinking
Can we
about a
change this
general
voice to a guy?
situation?
Jokes. I'm kidding. I love women.
I'm talking about overall who's the best boxing skills in the UFC.
Gen 1.
Come on.
I got
Gen
it.
1.
That's definitely a fun debate. When it comes to pure boxing skills in the UFC, a lot of people mention fighters like Max Holloway for his volume and defense, Dustin Poirier for his power and technique, and even Petr Yan for his crisp combinations.
You beat
Of course, you also have Conor McGregor, who's known for his sharp counterpunching and movement. Do you lean more towards any of those, or someone else entirely?
Sugar shot.
What's your thoughts on Sean O'Malley, kid?
Hey. He's not a kid. He's 30.
Sean O'Malley's striking is really something special,
But
especially in terms of precision and timing. His ability to switch stances and use feints keeps his opponents guessing.
Absolutely.
His boxing in particular is clean. He's got a strong jab and mixes it up well with hooks and uppercuts.
Not true.
He's also great at finding angles
I don't throw
and
hook
using
or
his footwork
uppercuts,
to
so
create
that's bitches
openings.
wrong.
The way he handled Aljamain Sterling in their fight showed just how sharp his hands are.
Dude,
What do you think stands out the most about his boxing style?
not really sure. But what do you think about his friend Schmitty? You know him?
I hope they don't. Please don't.
Oh, the fat one?
He is one of Sean O'Malley's close friends, and he's often featured on their podcast, The Timbo Sugar Show.
That's
He brings
weird.
a laid-back, funny vibe to the show and adds to the overall dynamic of their crew.
Damn.
While Schmitty isn't a fighter himself, he's clearly a big part of O'Malley's inner circle, keeping things light and supportive.
Huge.
Have you
Very
seen
big.
some of the podcast episodes with him?
So
that's
big,
They
you
just
never
have a
get.
lot of fun just hanging out and talking about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, did you see the one where he freaked out, though?
Gen 1.
Gen
Oh,
1,
yeah, I
though.
remember that one. Schmitty had a bit of a meltdown on the podcast. It was
Did
a
you
wild
type
moment.
something?
It seemed like he got pretty worked up about something,
This is
and
freaking
things
me
got
out.
tense for a bit. But, knowing the vibe of their crew, they seem to laugh it off afterward. Those guys joke around a lot, but sometimes emotions can run high. Did you catch the whole episode, or just that clip?
And you don't think
No,
this shit's gonna predict shit? And you guys, and you,
pretty
am
crazy.
I?
That is
Well,
what the
it's
fuck?
just
What the fuck?
Schmitty, it's just taking things from the internet from
That's
the
what-
past. It's not talking about the future
Sean
though.
O'Malley, that's everything.
No.
It's gonna
Sean
collect-
O'Fagathan.
Jonathan, it's the AI is collecting everything.
I know,
Everything.
but it's all on the
Shit.
internet already.
Brother.
It's just talking about what's already on the
Brother.
internet, just very fast. That's
This
what's so crazy is how fast it does it. But it's just
Tune in.
talking about what's already on the internet. It doesn't
You know
know
what?
anything that's not on the internet.
4 years. 4 years. This whole shit. This
Until
whole
you have a
shit-
heart attack?
No, well, maybe. This 4 years and this whole shit's different. I'm telling you right now, we're fucked up. We're fucked. I think some predictions are gonna
I
happen.
mean, what about some good things? It
You
could
can't-
get better. Is it
New
possible
world
to
order.
get better?
Help poor. It can help poor people. It can get power to people where people need power, like where everyone can actually live life, where you can get medicine, where you can get food.
Everyone's
you can
got
get
Wi-Fi.
water, clear water. New world order. We can't just keep printing money. America's fucked, Sean.
We're
And
trillions of dollars in debt.
We're in a country where
No,
fucking.
thousands.
We're in a country right now where Jack Doherty is making more money than people going 9 to 5 weekly. Who's ready? The people who are rich, there's a lot less of you. And the whole lot more people like me who are done working 9 to 5s while Jack Doherty's making millions doing nothing.
That Jack Doherty is a little fucking turd.
And he's how young?
His girlfriend's sexy though.
He's how young and he has
Fuck.
more money than most people in this country. No more. People. I don't know. I'm ready. You guys ready?
You don't have a gun.
To do
I know.
what with that?
Then you ain't ready.
Guess what?
my
I've
friends
made a
do.
web. I've made a web of people here who are gonna get me guns.
Oh, so you're
as long as I
using
get here.
us.
No.
You're using us.
Because guess what? They're gonna give me a gun.
Who?
And when they give me gun, I give protection. I give equal benefits. I'm gonna be like, okay, here.
Schmitty gets gun. Schmitty gets protection.
Yep.
So they're talking third person.
Schmitty security right here. I ain't gonna let you guys get fucked with.
Who's not gonna let us?
I see one guy coming in with guns trying to take our food. Prat.
But what if he has a gun hidden in his?
And it
cock?
literally was just one of those fly shooter guns, and you just fucking.
You know what I mean? Like,
Salt.
this shit's gonna get crazy.
Dude,
Schmidt was saying how since we're gonna have this property and this land, how we should make a little bunker.
Yes.
And I actually was thinking about that.
I have that pool.
But how big and how much food to put in there? Like,
I think you should do it to where like each year, however long you can get canned food to last, right? There's got to be somewhere where you could cycle it.
no, it'll be hidden. It'll be hidden
Yeah.
below the.
Yeah, where you can cycle it. So okay, now the food's getting ready to end its cycle. Now I'm able to give it to like a donation, right? Maybe you could write it as a tax.
expired donation.
Well, no, where it still
Bring
has
it over to the
a
dental
life
can.
shelf. No, if you take it to a thing, they're gonna eat it right
I
away.
gave a homeless guy fucking ice cream yesterday. Everyone made fun of me.
I'm just telling you, you need
Had a Richard
you need
on.
a bunker with air,
What?
canned food, water, and guns.
What? Why air?
Because you're gonna hide in there.
No, just
Kidding,
a
Smitty.
snort of air dusters.
I just to have a good
Get
time.
high, dude.
But we have our Call of Duty setups in there too.
Here's the thing: if there's a nuclear
If
fallout,
we need to be down there, people probably won't be on the
I was
COD
kidding.
server. So
It was a joke. You
if there's a
fucking
nuclear
idiot.
fallout, you don't want to live.
You know what's crazy? I was watching on. I saw on Twitter the other day, some guy in Israel was gaming, and then he was like gaming, and he was streaming, and fucking the bomb started hitting. And he was like, "What the fuck?" It's just streaming gaming because we're at home gaming. I think about shit like that sometimes. I'm like, damn, what if some shit was going on outside? That was real in that guy's situation. Dude, I haven't had coffee all day. Holy fuck. Caffeine hits you so much different when you actually wait over an hour and a half. It really does. In this case, I waited. I probably woke up at 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11, 3.5 hours. And I'm geeked.
And last night, I had you take a little rip of my venti. You haven't been smoking at all, really, and you enjoyed it.
I was higher than fuck. I enjoyed it. I took a nap. Elena fell asleep on my chest. Oh, that's the best. Elena's about to be 4.
That's fucking weird. It's so weird. Her coming over to, or Mariah sending all the snaps of her just doing all the chores, feeding the horses, cleaning the dogs, doing all this shit. It was so cute.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's so nice to have that outlet for Mariah to be able to take her all day and do stuff with her. It's so fucking nice. That's why I can't imagine having a kid without help. I can't even imagine that. It's fucked.
Yeah.
You know that curiosity you had as a kid?
Still got it, man.
I know, like,
I'm
that's
kidding,
what I'm
but
like,
what?
man, I lost that. Because Elena's walking around last night. She's wondering about shit. You're still learning about the world. And, like, now here we are. I feel like we know everything. It's like, man, I miss having that wonder.
Elena's been saying, I'm bored.
You have that wonder still.
The wonder? Like
Yes.
that.
You look into AI
Just
shit. You're
super
curious about that.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
what? Like, yeah, I used to have that.
You think
Still
so?
curious if you can fit into certain pairs of pants.
Well, like, you know when you're a kid, you're
Hey.
learning.
I'm kidding. Those are
Let's
fire.
lift him up.
He's heavy.
Yeah, God damn it.
He's heavy.
Hey, these are mediums, baby.
You're right. You're
actually sick. Those are
You're
actually
right.
sick.
You're right. You're
Look at
right.
these. Look at these.
Are they mediums?
Dude, I'm going to Spirit Halloween after this. Whole bunch of wigs.
A whole bunch of what?
Wigs.
Oh.
But don't expect them to be as quality as that one I got.
I know. Well, that Trump one you got, you said was $20. That one's fire.
It's just as quality as the expensive ass one.
Almost. I feel like it's just real hair. Is the real expensive one is real hair. It'll probably last way longer.
Girl
you know?
is on
But
fire.
it's for a $20 wig. Still does the job. Still great.
Dude, we already kind of briefly went over it. Rob Font versus Kyler Phillips, though. Kyler's our boy. Kyler trains here. Been training with Kyler for a long time.
Let's go.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's world champion someday. That's going to be a sweet fight. I feel like Kyler's going to finish Rob.
3 rounds. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fucking good. The thing about Kyler, he's just got so many goddamn weapons.
So many.
I mean, which sometimes makes it hard when you have so many options. It makes it hard compared to just a few simple things that you do good. But I think
He does everything fucking great, though. He really does.
He leaps ahead of Rob Font. But Rob Font,
Bad motherfucker.
If
Yeah,
he comes
yeah.
out there and starts popping you with that jab, you're in for a long night.
Yeah.
That's why I'm interested with Rob Font's takedown defense. How good is he there? Is he really good?
Who did we see take him down? Cheeto?
No, Corey.
Corey, yep.
But yeah, that's gonna be a sweet fight. I'm
Corey
excited for that one.
fucking mixes in those shots. Good.
We got a fucking ton of hate for the Mario stuff. We must have been too biased.
Really?
Oh god, I read a couple comments and we were hated, especially because the Merab fight. Like fuck Merab, and then we're like, everyone's like, bro, Mario did the same thing.
And someone, I know, a kid messaged me. He's like, "How could you support Mario and not Merab?" I said, Mario's my friend. Does that make sense? And he said, yeah, but it's just not fair. Like,
Yeah, we must have been too biased. And we agreed that we were biased lead going into it. It was like, Mario's our boy. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna formally apologize to all the haters out there. Dude, I'm super sorry for having an opinion.
The only thing that I thought would work against Mario was that when you start doing the takedowns and they're obviously getting stuffed and you just keep trying to over takedown, that's the only argument.
but he wasn't even trying to take him down.
What if his goal
Do you
was
think-
to push him? Which is the fans' argument. Oh, his goal was to push him against the fence?
They think he was always trying to take him down. His goal was to push him against.
I know,
fence.
but that makes their argument almost like, oh, yeah, well, that's our point.
I mean, why
That's
don't you?
boring.
But you should make that argument against the rules because that's the
Yeah.
rules and that's the criteria. If you're pinning someone on the fence the whole time, you're winning the fight.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got to criticize the criteria a little bit more. Joe Rogan wants there to be no stand-ups.
Yeah.
He wants there to be, if you get taken down, you start the round back in that takedown position, and he doesn't think you need
That's
to do
just
damage.
fucking
You can just pin the position. I mean, but then you're going to run into Russians coming into the UFC that can pin you for 15 minutes. You're going to see
Just
someone
literally
get
15
pinned
minute.
for 15 minutes, and it
Yeah.
ruined the whole sport.
Yeah, the UFC's in a pickle right now with all these champs that like to do that. But
Well,
is
I'm
he gonna-
about to be champ here come fucking next year, so we're
Yeah.
good with that. Bilal versus Shavkat got announced. That's a fun fight. It's
Talk-
an interesting fight. It's an interesting stylistic matchup that's kind of just... I feel like it's going to be under the radar. I think people will get excited for it eventually when it comes.
Diehard guys that like actual skills are going to... That's a sick fight.
Yeah.
bro.
Nothing but
Fuck.
respect from Bilal because he's not running from the challenge. This is the big boogeyman in the division.
Well, who else would he fight?
I mean, he could be that. He could do what Merab's doing. I don't want to fight this year.
Well,
I'll
then,
wait.
yeah, but you got to eventually fight.
I know.
But who would you fight other than Shavkat? I'm not... I guess I can't really think right now. Leon, obviously. Kamaru.
I just like
Ian
the
Gary.
He's creeping up. He's
Ian
creeping
Gary
up.
versus Colby was supposedly talked about. That's fucking exciting. Who's the co-main for that UFC?
Let's just check out these welterweight rankings real quick.
Yeah, we can go to those. Oh, I fucking hate seeing Merab champ right there. Leon Kamaru, Shavkat's ranked number 3. Jack Della Mandella's 4. Sean Brady's 5. Colby's... How is Colby still 6?
political.
Ian 7. Gilbert Burns. Joaquin Buckley just beat Steven Wonderboy.
I wonder if there was negotiations about Usman getting a chance at Bilal or not.
Because they never fought, right? No. Huh. Interestanto. Who is the co-main real quick? Look up co-main for the... It's December 10th. It's going to be UFC 310, so it's going to be kind of far. Yeah, there it is, actually. Oh, there you go. Pantoja versus... Wait, what? Is that Kaikar France? No. Kai Askakar?
This guy's it's his first fight in the UFC.
And he's fighting Pantoja? How'd you...
For the title?
Japan.
Oh, okay. So he's already like an established champ somewhere else. Must have been.
So
Huh. Interesting. And then who was the third fight on that one? I forget. I feel like that's not the right. I mean, go
Volkov.
down. Sir. Oh yeah, Vincente Luque versus Nick Diaz. Aljamain
I wonder if
Sterling.
that's still going to be
Who's
5
that?
rounds. I wonder
wait.
if that's still going to be 5 rounds.
Sorry about that, buddy. That right hand, it does something to it. Sorry about that, Aldo. Hey, wake up!
Hey, wake up. Son of a gun.
He's lost his mind.
The kid is fucking lost his mind. Oh, my back, man.
Oh,
We're at 111, just so you guys know.
damn, that's how much Brennan weighs. I'm kidding, man.
You 120-ish.
All right.
But, hey, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the show. Thanks for sticking around. Hit that like and subscribe button. He's almost to 1 million. He doesn't get his plaque.
Nope.
We're hoping he gets his plaque. Maybe he'll be able to get it. Other than that, thanks for watching the show. Patreon.com/RedHawk Academy. We have the confidential show that goes up every week, and it is a doozy. It's a real doozy this week. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Comment, let me know.
Love y'all. Bye-bye.
Love ya.